What's up, everyone? This is Emilio. I'm over here on the east side of Detroit. Zip code here is 48214. One of the reasons why I'm shooting this is because I am doing the BRRRR method here in Detroit, and I just released a video called Why the BRRRR method Doesn't Work in Detroit. It does, I kind of use it as clickbait. It actually does work in Detroit. It just depends on where you are. And I'm in one of the areas where I thought it could work, but it didn't. So that's not, first of all, that's not going to deter me from buying here. So one cool thing I just wanted to point out, this is a cool park here. They got a golf tees set up for like a golf club over there. They got like all these kids like using it as a driving range. It's really cool. But anyways, so I'm still gonna buy in this neighborhood. I love this neighborhood. I see so much potential here. So it's not gonna stop me from buying. However, it has definitely messed up a lot of things in motion. Me as an investor, I always got deals going on where one deal, once it closes, funds another, and so forth and so forth. A lot of moving parts are like, a lot of deals, they're like chess pieces to kind of like make a move for another deal. So what happened was I bought a property with private lending, and they helped me buy a property cash, and it was a tenant occupied property. It was a 3-1. The value of the house at the time was probably like 50 grand. I picked it up for 35, so a pretty good deal. And what happened was I got it appraised last week, and the appraiser said the house was worth $30,000. Matter of fact, right now as it sits, it actually should be about $75,000. So if I was gonna do a cash out refi, I could get, my lender's package was 70%, so I could get 70% of 75,000. I don't have a calculator in front of me, but it's enough to actually pay off my private lender, get them their points, and then also cash out so I could use it for another deal that I have set up right now. But what happened was, since he appraised it at 30, my lender won't even lend it, won't lend it to me, the money to cash it out. So now I'm kind of stuck. So I could either order another appraisal, which is like $500, or I just could wait another 6 months for the comps to hit. So the reason why I'm probably gonna wait it out is because there was a house, I know this is like really bad math, but it was probably like less than a half a mile that way. And there was another house on that side of the park over there. One of them was a 3-2 fully rehabbed. That sold for 143, that one over there. There's another 3-1 over there that sold fully rehabbed. That sold for it was listed for 129, it sold for 120. And then there was a house on Burns, which is right over there. It's literally 2 streets away from the house that I bought, completely abandoned, completely needed everything, new roof, new windows, everything. That sold for $69,000. So my house is actually in decent shape. It's a Section 8 tenant in there. They've been there for like 15 years. They take great care of the property. That house, honestly, should be easily minimum 70,000, especially if the one on Burns sold for, I'm gonna just take a seat right here, especially the one on Burns sold for like $69,000. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna wait it out like 3 months. My broker said I should wait 6 months, but just for the comps, more houses to sell in the area, so when the appraiser does go there, he'll be able to appraise it. Now the reason why I shot this video is because, like I said in the Why the BRRRR method doesn't work in Detroit video, what's gonna happen is sometimes people buy houses in areas where the minimums don't meet the requirement. This is not that area. The minimum should have met the requirement, but you know what killed me? Was the appraiser. The appraiser killed me on this deal. I still can't believe he did 30,000. That was like, I don't understand how he did that. And what happened with me was I kind of messed up where I had a busy day that day. I had a closing here. I had something else going on. And then I just let the property manager meet them out there, let them walk the house. Normally what I do is I meet the appraiser out there. They're not supposed to take any comps, or they're supposed to obviously be their own voice and come up with their own appraisal value. But a lot of the times what I do is I at least try and build that rapport with the appraiser, let them know what's going on in the neighborhood, because some of these appraisers don't know what's going on. They might see a whole street of like abandoned houses, but maybe there's 2 rehab houses there that sold for 100 grand, but they just see the blight, and that's all they care. That's all they care about. They pull up the comps that he was using. The comps were cash sales of abandoned homes that have never been occupied and needed full rehab. So kind of screwed me. So I got to come out of pocket another $500, and I got to get it appraised all over again. So I got to let the tenant schedule something with the tenant again. So and then I got to do all the paperwork all over again with the lender. So it's kind of a pain, but it's something that you know, it happens. But what I wanted to do was I wanted to show the show you what happened to me, so you kind of can learn from my mistakes. What was my mistake? I think me not meeting the appraiser. Maybe I could have waited for the pendings to close, because at the time that Burns had sold, it was still a pending deal. Same thing with the one rehab right next down the street from my house was also pending. And then wouldn't you know it, like 3 days ago, three or 4 days ago, they finally cleared. And so it's actually an actual comp. And you know, the thing I have to do now is I do have to pay off my private lender. So I do have ways to raise the funds to pay him off. So he's gonna be paid off, but there's some lessons to learn here. But like I said, for me in this neighborhood, I'm still gonna buy. Even if I bought it cash and it's just gonna cash flow a little bit and I can't pull the equity out, I don't care. I still see this amazing potential in this neighborhood. And so I'm gonna end it off with that. So if you are an inspiring investor looking to invest in Detroit, I'll show you this background here, this awesome part. Invest in Detroit. If you are new into investing, what I would like you to do is to click on the like button, subscribe to the channel, and then comment below, tell me a little bit about yourself. Let's join in the conversation. I wanna know if you are buying in Detroit, where you're buying, have you bought your first house before? Let's go a little park right here. Nice playground. Have you bought your first house before? I'm talking to a lot of the people that are watching the channel, and a lot of people have never bought a house before, but they want to buy their first investment property in Detroit. So what that does for me, it actually gives me some kind of a framework for my next videos, because a lot of the times the way I get ideas for these videos and what to talk about are when people talk to me and let me know what they're doing. So maybe I shoot these videos and it's more attuned to that person. So like with this one, I kind of just chose the BRRRR method because I know a lot of people are choosing to do the BRRRR method in Detroit. So I just wanted to kind of like show the advantages and some of the pitfalls that happens when you try and do the BRRRR method here. The good thing for me with the BRRRR method is that, well, the one that I did, it's tenant occupied, so at least I'm getting some cash flow for right now. And the demand in this neighborhood is like sick. It's like super sick. So what I think with the values here, let's say the average value goes up like, what, like 5-6% in some areas. I think the values here could probably climb like 10-15%. We'll see. Because today is August 2020. Kind of use that as like a time stamp on this. But yeah, if you are also coming into the city, oh, my thumb's in the way of this camera. By the way, what do you think of this new camera? Got a new camera, pretty sweet. Upgrading my equipment. Matter of fact, what I'm starting to do too is a lot of people have actually asked if they could send donations and stuff like that. I will gladly take donations. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some QR codes on the screen. So you just point your camera at the QR codes and you can donate there, or I have some links down below. If you are looking to build your team out here, I have networks that I can forward it to you guys. I got property management companies, I got lenders, I got general contractors. These are the guys that work on my house, the lender, my broker is the one that lent me the deal, lends me deals, or finds me lenders for these deals. And yeah, so the goal of these videos is to have you be successful in this market, because there is a lot of potential here. There's a lot of pros and cons to this market, that's for sure. So anyways, if you like this video, I really appreciate it if you get the like and subscribe.